Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I'm going to be giving you an in-depth video on my Warzone settings, including my sensitivity, my audio settings, my video settings and much more. Getting straight into it, if you have an nvidia graphics card, you want to right click your desktop, go to nvidia control panel. Once you're in nvidia control panel, you want to go to change resolution. You want to click customize. Then you want to tick this box right here and click create custom resolution. To get the resolution I'm using, I'm going to put 1719 by 1080. Make sure you put the refresh rate of your monitor in this box as well. And just click test. Click OK. If you have black bars, you want to go to adjust desktop size and position. You want to set this to full screen. This is the most important thing. Performance scaling, you want this on display. Don't have it on GPU. If you have it on display, it decreases latency. You want this standard, is what your monitor normally is, like the highest resolution you can go. Refresh rate, you want this on max as well. That's about it. For my color settings, you want to go to adjust desktop color settings. The only thing I've changed in here is the digital vibrance. I have this on 87%. The only reason I have my gamma is on 0.9 is because my monitor is pretty dark overall, so I have to turn this down a bit. That's it for my color settings and my resolution. For my mouse settings, got the Logitech G Hub. Right, these are my mouse settings right here. I'm rocking the G Pro wireless as my mouse, and I'm running 400 DPI. Polling rate I've got on 1000. That's about it. And if you want to know my Windows mouse settings, it's 6 out of 11. These are my in-game settings. For keyboard and mouse, my sensitivity is 7.53. I've got air vehicles as 2. This is just so when I'm in a helicopter I can move my mouse faster. As many PC players know, it's very slow when you're in a helicopter, so I'd recommend boosting this all the way up. Aim down sight, I've got this on relative. My low zoom, I have this 1. It's good having a 1-to-1 sensitivity because in that way, like, you don't have to learn 2 sensitivities, you only have to learn 1. High zoom, I do have this a bit low just to make sniping easier. Transition timing, I have this on instant. This I have on 1.78, this doesn't really matter, it's just what you prefer. And then I have all these turned off and lowered down. Moving on to my movement settings. Slide behavior, I have this on top. Crouch, toggle, prone, toggle. Automatic sprint, I have this on auto attack sprint. I didn't used to run this, but changing to this has definitely made my movement better. Parachute auto deploy, I have this disabled. Auto use, I have this disabled as well. I use F to use, C to slide, control to prone. And that's about it. Weapons and equipment. Weapon mount exit, I have this enabled. It's just when you're mounted, you can use your movement keys to like get out of the mount. It's a lot better. The delay, you want that on 0. Aim down sight, I have this on hold. Equipment hold. All these are pretty much default except for my melee and my mount, which I have on my side buttons. Kill streaks and vehicles, the only thing in here is this. Apply all, you want your armor plates and apply all. This just means you have to press the button once and it puts all the plates on. If you only want to put one plate on and you want to cancel it, you just press your W key and it will cancel it. Moving on to general. Field of view, I have this on 120. I play affected, this is really important. Personally, I think everyone should play affected because it decreases visual recoil. And it's just a lot better overall, it looks nicer. And you can see more while you're aiming down sight as well. Brightness, I have this on 57. Naturally, this game is very dark, so I've boosted this up a little bit. Skip introduction movie, you want this enabled. It just makes the start up quicker when you're loading up the game. Tooltips disabled. Colorblind mode, I'm using Trinitopia. I have the target on world only. Some people put it on both, but I don't really like how it looks, so I just have it on world. Mini map, I have this on square. Rotation on. That's about it for that. Moving on to my graphics settings. You want this on full screen to get the maximum performance. The only reason I have this on borderless is because I'm recording this video. It just makes it faster for me. Render resolution, I'm using 105. This is because I use stretch resolution, so I lose a bit of quality when I'm changing to that resolution. So to make up for it, I boost up my render resolution a little bit, just to make everything a bit sharper. Custom frame limit, I have all that maxed. nvidia highlights, I have it off. Low latency, I have this enabled. if you have it on boost, you might run into some issues with boost on, with like latency issues in game. So I just leave this on enabled. Streaming quality, I have this on low. Texture resolution, normal. I wouldn't go below normal, because if you go below normal, like your buildings might not load in far away in trees and stuff, so I'd definitely recommend this on normal or above. Texture filter anisotropic, I have this on low. Particle quality on high. This is a very important one as well. Not many people know what this actually does. So in the distance, it makes like trees less blurrier. If you have this off, trees are very blurry in the distance. It just makes them sharper. Bullet impacts and sprays, I have this enabled. Tessellation disabled. On-demand texturing disabled. Shadows, you want this disabled. Proper kills your FPS, so you want it off. Cache spot shadows, I have these both enabled. This just stores the map. So like every time you load into a new game, it doesn't have to reload the whole map again. It just stores the map on your hard drive pretty much. Particle lighting, I have this on low. Ray tracing, you definitely want this disabled. Ambient occlusion disabled. Screen space disabled. Filmic strength, I have this on 1. The reason for this is because I'm using SMA1X as my anti-aliasing. But if you read the yellow writing, it says if you're not using 2X, that you have to have this on 1 to avoid visual noise issues. Depth of field, I have this disabled. World motion blur disabled. Weapon motion blur, I have this enabled. It just makes it look nicer. It doesn't affect your visibility at all. Like the whole image is still sharp except from your gun. It just looks nice. It makes the movement of your gun like look smooth. Film grain, I have this on 0. Dynamic resolution disabled. Then I have this on 10. Moving on to my audio settings. I'm using studio reference. I used to use boost low. A lot of people use boost low and boost high, but studio reference is the best for me. I'm running Astro A40s, no mix amp, just default sound, and I've got the master volume at 100. Music 0. Dialogue volume, I turn this down a little bit. Effects, I have this on 50. Music disabled. Hit marker sound effects, I have this on classic. Mono audio, make sure you have this disabled. This is so important. If you have this enabled, it's just going to combine the left channel and the right channel into one, so all the sounds like just mush together and you can't really hear directional audio. Voice chat effect, I think this is default on classic chatter and it makes like in-game sound pretty bad, so you want to make this no effect. And water trucks volume, I have this on 0. Controller settings, I don't really play controller much, but I have dropped a 30 before on controller. My button layout is tactical. Stick default. Invert lock, I have it disabled. My dead zone 0.04. With dead zone, the newer your controller is, the lower you can put it down. But if your controller is pretty old, you might get stick drift, so you might have to like turn it up a bit to like 0.8. It just depends on your controller really. Sensitivity, I'm running 7.7. Low zoom 0.89. High zoom 1. My sensitivity is just copied off Aiden. He's a really good player. In my opinion, he's like the best controller player, so I just copied his settings pretty much. Aim response curve type dynamic. Vibration off. Aim assist standard. Scale aim assist with FOV. I don't really know what this does, to be honest. I don't really play controller much, but people have told me it's better on disabled. This on ADS plus melee. Weapon movement, just exit. This is just the same as PC settings. Use reload behavior, you want this on contextual tap. And armor plate behavior, you want that on apply all. I have automatic attack sprint on controller as well. That's about it for my settings. If you want to know what equipment I'm using, for my mouse I'm using the Logitech G Pro wireless. For my keyboard I'm using the Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition, and for my headset I'm using the Astro A40s. For my mousepad I'm using the Glorious 3XL. Also, as for my specs, I see a lot of people asking how do I get so much FPS. The main reason is because I'm playing stretched and I have optimal settings. But my PC, I have an i7-9700K, I have 32GB of RAM, and I have a GTX 1070. Just before the video ends, I wanted to add a quick note on for my loyal viewers who have watched this video to the end. We recently hit 1k subscribers on my channel and I wanted to give back. So congratulations, if you made it to the end, you can be entered in a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away £50 worth of COD points, or you can take the £50 cash, it's up to you. To enter the giveaway, you need to follow my Instagram, my TikTok, and my YouTube channel, and also my Twitter as well. And then you need to comment down below on this video, AMD users suck. I'll have all my socials in the description. Click on them and follow them, and good luck in the giveaway. What's going on, guys? If you enjoyed that video, make sure you hit that like button and drop a comment for what videos you want to see. Also, follow me on Twitter so you know when I'm dropping upcoming videos and much more. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you press that notification bell to get notified on my latest uploads. Peace out.